We're in our final stretch to help answer one simple question. What does it mean to be missional? Think back to the neighbor at the table example earlier in this series. Week after week, people gather around the table, bringing what they have, sharing stories, and growing in relationships. But those meals don't just happen on their own. There's preparation behind the scenes. Food being made, invitations extended, space being created for people to belong. Mission works the same way. Every church, every leader, every believer is invited to take a seat or offer a seat at the table in their own context. But no one is meant to do this work alone. As Ecclesiastes reminds us, two are better than one. A threefold cord is not quickly broken. And in 1 Corinthians, Paul describes ministry as shared work. We are God's servants, working together. Denominational bodies are like those who help set the table, equipping, connecting, and helping communities discern how God is already at work in and around them. And when you're part of a larger network of churches, you're not just supported locally. Mission entities, like RCA Global Mission, come alongside to help churches and individuals connect what's happening at their table or in their neighborhoods to what God is doing around the world, offering guidance, perspective, and support along the way. If you're not in a denominational space, that's okay. Consider what other churches or ministries exist within your community. How could you partner together to lean into the process of discerning and living out your missional identity? Now what, you might ask? A practical next step is simple. Continue the conversation. Ask questions that help your church discern its missional identity, deepen relationships, and move from simply gathering to being transformed together as disciples through what God is doing all around us. Here are a few questions to get you started. These questions are also available via a downloadable handout using the QR code on the screen. What places in the world is God putting on your heart? How are you praying for those places and for your neighborhood? How are you developing leaders, locally and globally? This is a key part of developing a strong missional community and partnering in the work God is already doing. How might you invite and include all generations in this process and conversation? Who in your community is being called to go? What passions for mission already live within your congregation, but might need some further development or resourcing? How can genuine global partnerships enrich both your ministry and theirs? What did you learn from this series that you might be able to carry into your own missional living? A few reminders before we close. A foundational principle of being missional is stepping into the lives of others with humility and love, trusting that God is already at work there and is inviting you to join in. Mission isn't something we add, it's part of who we are. Mission expands when we ask questions, listen to God, and work together. None of us are meant to live out mission alone. Community, local and global, matters. When the local and global church listen to each other and their communities, the mission of God becomes clearer and more beautiful. May God bless you on your missional living journey.